Hello, 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 and welcome to this video. This is MF INCOOM. I'm doing this video in my head, and I should just record it and see what's happening. This is not financial advice. Today I'm just going through a couple of options of what to do with CRV. CRV is our favorite DEX, one of our favorite DEXs, and I'm looking at the CRV token and what to do with it. There are many options. I mean, the first one I could do, I don't know how to access it from here. I'm going to go to the old UI, and if you go to use CRV, I could lock it for like 4 years. This would be the base product, and you get your you get paid out in 3 CRV, which is like dollars, and you're gonna get bribes by voting as well if you can find them. But maybe there's a play on that. You're locked in for 4 years, and the first obvious option would be cvxCRV, which you're getting 17.47 APR as of right now. You're getting paid in 8.8% in CRV, and then 1.87 in Convex, and then 6.79 in 3 CRV. So that's cool, and that accumulates over time. Are there any? Well, what I like about that actually is if I go to the pools here, and you need to remember this number, that in this pool here, because it's liquid, and you can get out of your position, unlike the CRV positions, there's $45 million of value locked into this pool. So that's relatively a lot of money or value held in there in the Convex CRV and CRV tokens. So that allows you to exit your position if you need to. Let's compare this to 2 other protocols I'll be talking about today, yCRV and sdCRV. yCRV has $3.3 million of value locked, and sdCRV has $2.5 million of value locked in their respective derivative versions of the CRV wars, I guess. So you've got like Convexes here, yearns, and state DAOs, and as you can see, the TVL is massively in favor of Convex. It is a lot longer going. However, yeah, I guess this would be definitely the more risky play. So there's that to consider. I guess the people with bigger portfolios would probably want to stay more towards like this pool here. But if you've got a smaller portfolio, you could afford to, you can slip in and out of this pool without causing too much like slippage, impermanent loss, kind of things like that. So there's that option. I just talked about Convex. And then another layer on top of Convex is by bringing it into Llama Air Force, where you can auto compound your CRV, which is pretty cool, and I like that as well. And therefore you're just getting CRV. Everything just gets bigger and bigger, and your position of CRV increases over time. So in the end, you would just build up a cvxCRV position, and you could withdraw, or even through this you can sell a portion of it $2 if you so wished, or to Ethereum. That's cool. The next one, let's go to the state DAO, because I'm looking at this one. It looks kind of cool. Nice website. You can lock up your CRV here for this APR, and that's based on if you've staked your SDT tokens in state DAO. So it's a bit of another Ponzi to get into. So this kind of varies based on the amount you're already invested in state DAO. But as you can see, you get in 3 CRV, you get a little bit of CRV, a little bit of SDT. What's this for? Okay, SDT incentives based on liquid lockers allocation vote. So I guess the SDT governance can vote where rewards go to. So I guess that's that. And then you've got bribes as well, which are going to get paid in SDT tokens, I believe, which to me isn't the greatest thing. You've got to think about, it just adds another whole level to it. I guess if people want to lock their SD tokens because they get a bigger boost, then you'd think that's, I guess, a constant buy pressure. But if people are also being rewarded in SDT tokens, there's that sell pressure as well. So how it plays out long term, unknown. That's a whole nother level. And it's cool because they got Frax and Balancer. I'm not super sure about the others and Angle, but I'm more familiar with Frax and Balancer, to be honest, and Curve. So they'd be the ones I would consider. And they do have the LP tokens that are linked to Curve that we kind of looked at earlier. And you can stake it here, and you'd get maybe a bit of a better APR, maybe. Yeah, you would get a better base APR if you, yeah, you would. Okay, anyway, the next one and kind of the last one I'm like looking at seriously is Yearn's yCRV, and if you go to y.finance, you'll see it, and it's pretty cool and flashy curve. I guess I trust the protocol. It's been around for a while. So you can swap from curve into state yCRV or yCRV or LP yCRV, and then that looks like another token as well. Is that like an, not fully sure. It looks like an LP, but maybe the unstaked version. I'm not sure. So okay, what am I talking about now? If I go to here, you can see that state yCRV gets like a 40% APY. It is auto compounding, so your position of yCRV is going to increase over time. And this is where everything is coming from, because Yearn hold a large amount of curve. They get like apparently this boost. You get in bribes. 27.68% of bribes at the moment, and 9.17 in a mega boost. I'm not sure what that means, but there it is. So that's probably the best like APY at the moment you could get. And what I like, it actually includes the bribes in this, where I don't believe like doing the cvxCRV does does include bribes. Like we're only getting 17%. It doesn't mention anything to do with bribes, whereas here you're actually getting bribed to the tone of about 27%. And the same with state DAO. When you look at it and you break it down, you're still getting that, what, like 16% paid worth in bribes. So yeah, okay. The yCRV had a little bit more liquidity on curve if I ever wanted to exit at the moment, but I mean, I guess relative to the, no, that was a silly move, relative to the convex curve pool, they're both pretty small down here. So yeah, you got to be kind of brave to get into it, but I guess it'd be a long-term position, and I guess we're playing the long-term game, aren't we? So I think when I'm thinking about it, and I looked at Concentrator as well from Aladdin DAO, and they have a similar thing, and they're paying me out in like their own token, and I think I trust like Curve, I trust like Convex in the long run. I don't want to get paid in Concentrator, nah. Don't want to get paid in state DAO tokens either, nah. I feel safer to auto compound a curve position either through like Yearn or Llama Air Force, or even this one, Convex curve, and then like just claiming the rewards, which would be in like curve tokens and stuff like that. To me, that feels like safer. That's definitely not financial advice. It's just kind of what I'm thinking in my head. I own Curve, but I haven't staked it, and not currently using any of these products. So it's kind of a bit of a thought process, me going through it. I have used Llama Air Force before, and also Convex. So maybe to be fancy, I might be looking towards this because I do like the exposure to the bribes, and as that potentially increases over time, that will be like probably maybe one of the biggest parts of the yield. But we'll see. I think if I had a big enough position, you'd just go VE-CRV, which would be the ultimate. But I am not there yet, and I think keeping liquid is really cool. Just want to say that I want to hear your ideas and comments, and if there's any other protocols I should look at and can share, I like that. I want to create a discussion and a great place to think about these things in the correct way. Yeah, thank you for watching this video and stay safe.